Welcome to Advocation X, episode number 63. Time for a newsworthy womanizer broadcast, sponsored by Baden Optical in beautiful Ontario, Canada. Now hit the like button and subscribe to push our content higher in the YouTube algorithm so more people get to see our content. The topics to tackle here and now. How dare they? What about us? Can you really imagine? Was God just all wrong? And could you do any better? And what would you do? So let's dive in deep right now. How dare women be so absolutely amazing? How dare they be absolutely beautiful beyond belief? How dare they invoke that longing and loving in us that we just can't control? How dare they be that nurturing force that holds families strongly together? How dare they forgive all of our transgressions one after the other, and continue to love us regardless of our faults? And we, I mean men, children, pets, everything around them. They seem to bring that same sort of compassion. Well, now that leads me to, what about us? What about us? We're men. Do we not deserve the same adoration and accolades and pedestals and all the great things that are just heaped on women daily? Where's our catcalls? How come we're not getting whistled at and chased around the block just so that they can smell our cologne? What about us? Why is it that we are always overlooked now? Passed by. It's like we don't exist. But then again, I guess it's not about us. Later in this video, I'm going to answer those questions. How dare they? I'm going to answer the questions. What about us? I'm going to answer the questions. Can you imagine? Now, can you imagine a life without women in it? Wouldn't that be amazing? Wouldn't that be grand? You could do whatever you want. You wouldn't have to answer to anybody. Oh, well, of course, except for the other men in your midst who may not like what you're doing and may cause a fight and a war over what you feel you want to do when it doesn't suit their agenda. Can you imagine a world where women were just like men? If they thought simply, logically all the time, and absolutely were devoid of any emotional content in their decision making? Would you actually live the same life you're living now? Would you have the same freedoms that you enjoy now? Can you imagine if women were not here to bear children and help populate our earth? Could you imagine that you're the one that had to do that? You actually inseminated yourself, and then your body grew in ways you never wanted it to. You were slowed down and made to hobble and carry this extra weight and burden, and the pain and all the stress, hormones changing, decisions having a difficult time being made. We'll answer that later on. Now, was God wrong? Did he make the only imperfect being? He made us. Of course, he made men, and he made us perfect in his own image. But did he give us the same faculties that he had? Because had he done that, why would he then have to have made woman? So was he wrong when he gave them the ability to make decisions based on logic plus emotion? Was he wrong when he gave them the ability to nurture and really take that job to heart? It's not that men can't nurture. It's not that men don't feel that emotional connection. It's that women somehow are capable of expressing that which we have such a difficult time with. They express that love and caring and nurturing in a way that we just envy them. We wish we could just reach out and be loving and kind and kiss little children and kiss little puppies and little kittens, and nobody would look on us as some sort of a deviant or softy or someone without a backbone. They would say, their kindness obviously is a result of their weakness. I beg to differ. I think God knew exactly what he was doing. I think God divvied up the world in a way that would allow us to couple together, become partners for life, and move forward to make this world even better. So, this brings me to you men out there who are right now cussing at the screen and saying, the hell does he think he's talking about? What would you do any better than God has done? What would you change about women today? Would you make them more like your best buddy, the guy that you pal around with every day? If you would, you might as well just marry your best buddy. That guy who likes to burp and fart like you do and pound the beers like you do. I don't know about you guys, but that's not the woman I'm looking for. I'm not looking for the woman who can burp me under the table, fart me under the table, drink me under the table. I'm not looking for the woman who can lift the entire house with all of us in it and move us down to the next province. I don't know. I like what God has done. I like the softness of their nature. I like the softness of their build. I like the fact that, you know what? If they were beset by another man who is physically stronger, that they might need my help to get in there and show that I care about them, that I would put my life on the line to protect them from any harm that could come their way. To me, answering these questions, how dare they? How could they not dare? If they did not dare to be women, we would not exist. And what about us? We seem to be quite fine. We seem to have quite the happy life. But why do we not always thank our women for our ability to have this wonderful world that we've created together? And can I imagine a world without women? No, I cannot. Because the women in my life have been the most important influences on that side of me that is caring, loving, nurturing, informative, teaching. All of that comes from those strong women in my life. From my father and the other men in my life, I learned so much that is so invaluable. But it's the things that I couldn't have learned from them that I learned from my mother, my sisters, and the other strong women around my life. Could I do any better with God's creation? What if I took away choice? If I took away choice from women, we'd basically have a blow-up doll with recordings. The blow-up doll would do whatever we ask, turn in any directions, twist in any way we want, but there would be no companionship, no soul. No, I don't think we could do any better. I think God did it just right. He gave us all choice. He gave us all the ability to use the tools that we have to make our world better. So guess what? All in all, happy Mother's Day to all you wonderful women out there. All of you, from top to bottom, the strongest to the weakest, the largest to the smallest, the tallest to the shortest, every single one of you that can be called mother. This is your day. And to all you women out there, every one of you, I have to say thank you. You have helped to make our world amazing. And all of us men should be thanking God every minute that you were made just the way you were. If there is anything that I have learned through all of my years existing on this earth, is that we wouldn't have made it this far without woman. Men, extremely logical, for the most part. Not all men, but let's just say on the whole, men are extremely logical. Women, very logical. But they use emotion to temper that logic. Like, I could not see a woman leading the United States of America into a war of just demolishing women, children, and men all over a country just to get the riches that are in that country. I don't know. I'm sure there are some women out there who are probably just as ruthless as some of the men that we have had to endure. But I can tell you unequivocally that the vast majority of women would be much more compassionate and loving rulers than the ones we have been inflicted with. So once again, this is your day, women. And I, for one, thank you for being here to give us the opportunities that we have had. Personally, I thank you for giving me wonderful children that I have had the absolute pleasure to help contribute to their life and future. Thank you so much for the opportunity that I have had to experience fatherhood because of you. It's never been easy, and it's never been always fabulous, but it has been what it should be, and it has been glorious. It has been life-changing, and it has taught me so many lessons. Everything you women are is what you should be. And there should be nothing and no one who is willing to change who you are and who you've become. Each one of us has our part to play in this world. We offer up lessons to each other in ways that are just unfathomable. Don't give up your right to be loved, cared for, taken care of, adored, showered with affection and emotion. Do not look at that showering as a weakness on a man's part. Look at it as an appreciation that that man is so thankful that you were born and that you were in his life. So, with that being said, please help us further our cause. Hit that like button and subscribe for future content. Become a member and crush that bell while you're at it so you miss nothing. Disclaimer: our channel is opinion based on facts and not the alternative types either. This broadcast was based on my facts and my thoughts and opinions, and it has no reflection on anyone else who is a part of this channel or sponsor of this channel, etc., etc., etc. Your questions will be answered if you're a subscribed member of this channel. However, your suggestions are welcome, and we include welcoming your critical analysis. So don't be afraid. Send us your questions. Leave your comments. Give me your opinion. If there's anything you'd like me to cover in the future, please leave me a comment or drop me a line. Let me know what you would like to see me cover, whether it be in a rant like this or in a fact-based presentation where I can give you a lot of the facts that are coming from all around me. Okay? So leave your respectful comments in the comment section. Special thank you to you from Clyde and the crew for all of you beautiful thinking people out there. And this shout out to our sponsors like Baden Optical in beautiful Ontario, Canada. Once again, folks, I must say, never give up and never give in. And remember to keep an open mind because knowledge is power. So do your research and be powerful. Until next time, thank you for spending time with us here on this channel. Please stay safe and healthy while doing your best to remain as happy as humanly possible.